Hi there, welcome to this DVD from Stix2. On this DVD we're going to be showing you a range of great products that you can do with a complete range of different glues and sticky pads. In fact, everything you need to know about making great projects. With me today is the fabulous Carol Vernon.
Hello.
My name's Steve Hyland and it's good to have you come. You know, for many people, getting a fine line of glue is nearly an impossible task, but when it comes to Stix2's, we've come up with the ideal solution to problems like that. Once again, we're going to show you the kind of applications that you can use this amazing item with. This is our Stix2 Hobby and Craft acid-free, pH-neutral PVA glue, but it comes with a unique dispensing tube, and I tell you what, that really does make a difference. I've seen you use this for quite some time, Carol, and I don't think there's a project or a card that you've done either on television or on the different websites that you're on that doesn't use this particular product.
And nobody moves it, it's mine.
It's yours?
It's mine.
Tell us a little bit about this, because it's just a very, very clever idea.
It's very unique as well. It's a glue that comes with a very special applicator. Mm-hmm. Now once you've snipped I just have to screw this off to show you. Once you snip the top of the plastic container, obviously it has to be sealed for transportation, then you take the little applicator, the metal applicator, push it on and then just screw it onto the plastic piece like that. There we go. Now just a little tip is that if you put a little bit of blue tack in the end of the cap, when you replace it, then the glue doesn't harden in the nozzle.
All right.
So then next time you come, you just take off the cap and you can use the glue straight away.
But you don't have to use that. I mean, you can just use the cap if you wanted to.
You can do, yes.
All
yeah.
Right. But that's a great little tip as always, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just that it keeps it all sort of soft, and you don't end up with that, sort of blocked nozzle, which isn't very good for anybody, especially your glue.
Why is it such a big deal then for it to be acid-free and pH neutral? Is that just down to things like when you're scrapbooking and the papers that you're using so you don't get discoloration?
It is, but not only that, it's a very strong PVA glue.
Right.
And that's one of the wonderful things about it. It actually does stick card to card and it stays stuck, which is, sort of...
At the end of the day, that's what glue's all about, isn't it?
But
if
a lot
the glue
of
don't stick,
don't,
then it ain't the glue.
Don't know, and this really does. And you don't have to have great big splurges, so if you're using papers, you can use just a little bit of glue and you don't have all the paper then doesn't shrink and shrivel, which is excellent.
Let's have a look then at the kind of projects and the kind of things that you can do with this particular glue.
Yeah.
What I love about this glue and also the applicator that we've got here is the fact that you can nearly use it like nearly like an artist's brush, aren't you? You can apply the glue in such a way that you can get very intricate patterns. What have you done here?
This is a medallion peel-off.
I've got one of those.
Have you?
A gold one.
Oh, right. Well, we don't want to know about that one.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it's got pretty glitter on it as well.
It probably has too.
Yeah. Okay. And earrings to match?
Walk on.
So the medallions are usually quite difficult to put the glitter onto.
Right.
Using this fine nib applicator, you can sort of just put exactly where you want the glue to go and then sort of put the glitter onto it. And again, when you've only got a very small piece of border
just as you work your way up the top there.
I see, You don't want lots of glue splodging through the holes, so you just need a very fine line of glue to put that onto the card.
I mean, for a long time there were a lot of people using these, I can't think of a better way to describe it, but these very wet glues.
That's right.
And they seemed that once you would press down, they would spread everywhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes they wouldn't hold. I mean, this here is very different, isn't it? It's really suited for crafters, isn't it? It is,
yes. Well, again, it's a Stix2 range and it is a craft range, so it's made specifically for this, which is excellent. And again, I've put a sheet of paper onto the card and you can see there's no creases, no wrinkles, so it's absolutely perfect.
Once again, with other glues, you sometimes will get a discoloration effect, won't you?
That's
it'll make the paper damp, it'll crease it up, and it just doesn't look right.
It doesn't look
nice. It also
nice.
makes it hard as well. This is making it hard.
No, this is fine. It's absolutely wonderful.
So you still keep the texture of the paper?
You do, that's right.
That's a great idea.
Now, with this one, because the nib is so fine, I've just been able to put some tiny little dots and then some glitter into the dots. So you can use it to make up different patterns as well. So this is another one that's quite a lot of fun. just some embossing onto vellum, so again you can actually use it on all sorts of product, vellums and papers, card, all that sort of thing. And I've just done a little bit of highlighting and put some glitter on, and it looks really effective.
I remember once watching you do something very similar to the first card you showed us, where it was a rose, and what you did, you picked out the petals, the edge of the petals, to make it look like it had been, that there was some frost
on it,
and you just a little bit sprinkled. But the thing was, you had such control over the amount of glue you were putting on.
Nice thing.
It meant that you could have a really beautiful finish. When it dries, does it dry white or does it dry?
It dries
clear?
totally clear. I mean, you would actually see glue on a vellum, but you can't see anything on it at all, look, except the glitter.
I mean, you're probably thinking already, you know exactly where you're going to be using this. Maybe there's a project that you've used in the past that, yes, you were very happy with, but at the end of the day was spoiled because you could see the glues that you'd used. Well, with this one here, our PVA glue, maybe that's going to now resolve that situation for you. You can see it actually comes in the tube. It comes with the applicator and everything that you need there. That's the pack that you got. It dries clear and it doesn't wrinkle the paper. And it is a multi-use glue, that PVA glue, and it's acid-free, so it's not going to discard the paper with that pH neutral to it as well. Stix2 to anything. Great idea, great glues. I mean, now you're just going to show us how to use this. Let's have a look. I'll move the cards out of the way for you.
So we can get it on in shot. Now, when I start off, I just squeeze a little bit onto my hand, then I know that it's actually flowing quite nicely. And then just zip it round the edges.
See, this is what I like. It's the control.
Now, that's what you can't do with the other glues that you get.
No.
And you can see.
I would imagine some people will try to paint other glues on, won't they, with a paintbrush?
Yep, you won't have to with this at all. Just look how easy that is. And look how it's flowing from the bottle. So there's no real hard squeezing. So if you're struggling with that, it's so simple. Even the children can use this.
Now, tell me, what about, is it a rush the moment it's out of the bottle? Is it gluing I mean, you sometimes see other glues that are in bottles similar to that, and the moment they're out of the bottle, they've gone hard and they're dry.
There we go. It's still sort of holding. It stays open for a while.
Is that the technical expression? Stays open?
It does, yeah.
Oh,
It
is
is,
that the
yes,
technical?
it
It
is.
is. Didn't know that. So it's an education, this as well.
That's right. So it doesn't sort of go off or harden. There we go. So I'll just put a little bit on there then. I'll pop some glitter onto there and we'll show you the effects. So it's only taken a very short time, sorry.
Now remember, I was just going to say, remember the glue is available from your local retailer. If you don't know who your local retailer is, you can always check out on the website exactly who it is. Just contact Stix2. They'll tell you where you can go to actually get your package, your pack of your PVA glue. But look at that. Now can you see how quickly that all has worked for you? One moment you've got a glue that you're actually you're painting with, and the next moment you've got an effect that looks as stunning as that. Now, isn't that incredible? Now, you could do that on a card of your own, just simply by using our PVA glue. What else can you do with it?
This is exciting.
Is it?
Oh, yes.
Shall I hold on to the desk?
More than the desk. Tie yourself down.
See, more of this glitter. We're going to be wearing the glitter again, aren't we? All right, here we go.
Again, just using the fine tip, the fine nib, just trace round. Now, this is just a picture out of a children's colouring book. Obviously, it's a little bit larger than we wanted it to be, but...
Well, it's for the demo today, isn't it, so people can see?
Yeah, well, it can go onto scrapbooks, so you don't have to just use your stamping for your embossing stamp.
Right.
And this is what's quite exciting. I'm going to use some embossing powder with this glue, with the PVA glue. Sorry about that, there we go.
Okay.
And we'll just sprinkle the embossing powder onto there, like that. Put plenty of it on.
Always a good idea, by the way, when you're using any of the powders or the glitters, do it on a sheet of paper or you'll be having the glitter everywhere. It still goes everywhere, though.
Still goes everywhere.
Still goes everywhere. We're going to be wearing it for the next month.
Now, just use your embossing tool again. And watch this twinkle. So this actually opens up a whole new sort of range of product then, because you don't have to just stamp and emboss. You can glue anything, any picture you like, round any photograph you like, just using this PVA glue. And you start to see it twinkle.
Yeah, it's just twinkling, isn't it?
And once it's twinkled, it'll turn into solid emboss. There we go.
Now, you probably couldn't do that with many other glues, could you?
I've not found one that you can do it with yet, except this one. There we go.
Oh, you see it all twinkling there as we emboss.
There we go. Now, just leave that a second or two so that it can harden up, and then you can actually see the embossed outline.
Not bad considering that we took no time at all. We did it
No.
in front of